before I go to Death Mountain Crater, I need to take out a gold sculpture that's in the area. And as you just saw, it's right there above me. Okay, I should be able to get from down here. Alright, good, because one other thing I could have done is I could have gone to the uppermost portion of this place and walk along that rope you saw there in hopes of getting a close shot at it. But that's kind of risky because you risk falling off that rope. Oh yeah, that's right, I had to put on the Goron tunic because I'm heading into a fiery area. Now last video, Link the Goron said something about how if you put on this statue that's in Darudio's room, you get access to another part of Death Mountain Crater, which I'm going to right now. Now when wearing the Goron tunic, you're not going to get a countdown timer in here, so you're free to spend as much time in here as you want. Okay, either latch onto that bar up there, or maybe on the fallen bridge down below, whichever one you want. And upon walking on the bridge, guess who appears? It's Sheik. Okay, what does she have to tell us? It is something that grows over time, a true friendship. Yeah, but there's some people who don't know anything about that. Anyway, we're about to get into Sheik's role in this game. So, almost every time we encounter her, she's going to teach me a new song that will allow me to warp to various places, so that way you're near a certain temple. For instance, she's going to teach me a song called the Bolero of Fire, and if I play it, I can warp to the inside of Death Mountain Crater where the fire temple is. Now these warp songs are a bit more complicated than the songs we've gotten so far because they're kind of long, and as you see there, 8 notes. We haven't gotten anything like that so far. Okay, let's see if I can try and replicate it. Okay, now I'm going to stop talking so that way you can hear this song. And with that, we just learned the Bolero of Fire, which means I can now warp to the inside of Death Mountain Crater whenever I want. Okay, now we're going to get a little running gag where Link tries to figure out how Sheik disappears so quickly, but never gets to figure it out since almost all the time something comes in between the two. In this case, a wall of fire. And Sheik disappears via a Deku Nut, I assume. Nice little ninja technique there. Wish I can do that. Alright, now to get out of here. Okay, my next destination is the Lost Woods, which I can easily get to just by taking that pathway that leads there. Yeah, you know, I took that little shortcut there one time because I wanted to get the Deku Nut upgrade. Okay, I'm just going to switch out of the Goron tunic because I don't think I really need to use it for a while. Oh yeah, also the shop is open, so if you want to buy something from there, you're free to do so. And I said this before, but I'll say it again. You can buy the Goron tunic from there, but you don't really have to do that because Link the Goron's going to give you one for free anyway, so it's best if you save your money for something else. Yeah, this is the shortcut I took last time. Okay, I'm just going to play the song to make it night because I'm going to encounter a few gold sculptures that only appear at night. Alright, that's good. Okay, my next destination is the Sacred Forest Meadow because there's something for me to do there. Oh, look who it is. Remember this guy? It's Mito, the self-proclaimed leader of the Kokiri Kids. Okay, he's going to stop you from going any farther because he promised Saria that he would never let anyone through him. So, if you want to proceed any further, you have to prove to Mito that you know Saria. And to do that, you have to play Saria's song. Well, surely he knows that song. Also, notice how Mito is acting like he doesn't know me. And yes, Mito is surprised that an adult of all people knows Saria because, yeah, usually Saria is friends with kids, not with an adult. Okay, so now that Mito knows that I know Saria, he's going to let me through. When I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. Yeah, he remembers young Link. Well, I'm standing right in front of him, and he acts like he has no idea who I am. But we'll get into more details about that later. Okay, over here, if you remember, this is the forest stage. If you go up here, there's a gold sculpture right up here. Okay, let me see if I can try and kill this thing. Alright, good, because sometimes I don't have much control over where Link slashes his sword. Okay, let's see if I can try and make it to the Sacred Forest Meadow, because, yeah, every now and then I tend to screw up the pathway there. Okay, I made it. I still got it. Okay, now the last time we were here, we were dealing with mad scrubs, but this time around, we're going to be doing with Moblins. And also, we don't have that overhead camera angle like before, so you have to go at those Moblins a different way, such as sticking up on them. Okay, use L targeting to always look in the proper directions. So basically, I have to sneak up on those Moblins and kill them using my hookshot or the swords. Okay, is there a Moblin in the area? Let's see. Okay, I see one over there. Take out the hookshot and skewer it in the butt. Yeah, once again, I don't really like the Moblins here too much because, well, they don't really provide much of a challenge. I like the ones from Wind Waker better. Okay, and shoot it in the face. Okay, the next one, I believe it's around this corner. Okay, where is that guy? Well, what do you want, Nabby? We're in the area where Sari's supposed to be right now, Nabby, so keep your pants on. Okay, where is it? Okay, I want to do that because, yeah, I just want to show you what would happen if it spotted you, comes charging at you, and it rams you into the wall. And yes, as I said, you can kill those moblins using your sword. Okay, there's that moblin I was looking for. Hit him in the dick. Alright, good. Okay, there's that gold sculpture that I want to get. Yeah, I want to make sure it's nighttime so that way I know I'm going to get this gold sculpture. Alright, good. And by my count, there should be one more moblin in the area. Okay, I believe it's supposed to be, oh, okay, must be, in the left over there. Going down that left pathway. Okay, it's right next to me, so I'm just going to kill it with my sword. Alright, good. Oh yeah, there's actually another moblin here that I completely forgot about. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it makes shockwaves, which will send you back to that staircase I was just at. So you want to kill it from behind. So with the Master Sword, I need 2 hits, but if I had the Bigron Sword, I only need 1 hit. Also, this guy gives out a lot of money. That's it? 2 blue rupees? Well, okay, I guess it's better than nothing. Sometimes he leaves behind 3 red rupees, which is good because I think that's the most amount of money that he could leave behind. Okay, here we are at the entrance to the Forest Temple, and there's a shot of that tree stump where Saria once sat. So yeah, I think we know that Saria is in trouble, so we gotta go save her. But before we do that, look who's here again. It's Sheik. Okay, what is she gonna tell me this time? Okay, that's interesting. Also, see that big tower over to the left? That's where you'll be standing after you play a warp song, which pretty much puts you near the entrance of the respective temple. Okay, now I'm going to learn another song, and this one's called The Minuet of Forest. One of my favorite songs, I'll admit. Okay, let's see if I can try and replicate that. Well, this is a pretty easy song, so I should have no problem at all. And with that, I just learned the Minuet of Forest, which means I can now warp over here whenever I want to. Also, I can now get access to that fairy fountain that I'm very familiar with. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like that fairy fountain so much. It's because I can easily get there just by playing the Minuet of Forest. And she disappears once again via a Deku Nut. Yeah, the only things I can do with my Deku Nuts is just stun enemies and nothing else. Well, probably because Link's not a ninja like Sheik is. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the Kokiri Forest because there's a gold sculpture there that's only there when it's nighttime, and, well, it's not going to be the same as we last saw it because, yeah, now that Ganondorf has taken over Hyrule, there's not going to be a whole bunch of monsters that are in the Kokiri Forest, and as you can imagine, none of the Kokiri kids are out because, yeah, they don't want to endanger themselves like that. So yeah, as I said, Mito has no idea who you are, and if you talk to any of the Kokiri kids, they're not going to know who you are either. Okay, see giant Deku Papas, this mad scrub over here. Alright, good. Now before I get that gold sculpture, I want to show you something. Excuse me, can you face me please? Alright, good. Okay, I believe there's a giant Baba over there. Okay, I was trying to kill it in one shot, but it looks like I wasn't close to it that much. Alright, good. Just like that. Now, that little, that little obstacle course that I did some time ago, yeah, that prize that I was gonna get, yeah, this is it. A cow. So that means I can have free milk whenever I want to. Of course, when that thing shits everywhere, well, someone's gonna have to clean it. Too bad it's not gonna be me because I won't be around. Okay, I believe that gold sculpture is somewhere in this area. Okay, I believe it's right up there. Alright, good. Okay, now to get back to the Lost Woods, because now there's something for me to do over there. Oh, yeah, there's an ox rock over there. I'm not going to deal with that thing because this is a waste of time. Yeah, it's kind of annoying dealing with those mad scrubs because you have to wait for them to come out, and you could either use a Deku Nut or maybe bounce your own projectile back into their face. Now, I was thinking about talking to all the kids here because maybe I could show you the line of text where they have no idea who you are, but that's going to take up too much time, and yeah, I don't want to waste time like that. Okay, now do something involving Kojiro because, yeah, Andrew's brother is right over there, and if you remember, Andrew said something about how Kojiro will only crow for Andrew's brother. No response, he's sleeping. Okay, let's use Kojiro to wake up the brother. Or he can wake up instantly like that. Okay, really wonder how this thing was even made. Kojiro, that is. Okay, so he's going to be involved with the Big Ron Sword side quest as well. So he's going to give me an item for Kojiro, and I have to deliver this item to an old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. And it'll disappear if I take too long, so yeah, I really have to hurry up and go over there. So it's this mushroom, an odd mushroom. A fresh mushroom like this is sure to spoil quickly. So I have 3 minutes to take this mushroom to the old hag that's in the potion shop over in Kakariko Village. Well, actually, there are 2 potion shops. The one that's in plain sight, and there's actually another way out of that one potion shop, which will lead you to the potion shop that I'm going to go to. So, yeah, that's the one that I want to go to. Okay, since this is part of the Big Ron Sword side quest, that means I have to call Epona, so that way I can get there a little bit quicker. So, yeah, no matter where Epona is, every time you play Epona's song, she's going to come running to you. Yeah, just like that. I don't even remember where I last left her. Oh yes, now that you're an adult, there's not going to be any more of those P-hats or stall children. Well, that's a shame because now that I have a better weapon, I can now take down those things pretty instantly. Well, since Ganondorf was calling the shots, I wonder why he chose to get rid of those things in Hyrule Field because, yeah, maybe I could take down those P-hats and stall children for fun. Oh well. Yeah, with the Epona, it's a lot quicker to make it to a certain destination. Wow, did I really take an entire night just to get over to Kakariko Village? Well, then again, yeah, time flows pretty fast in this game, so it's only fitting that way. Okay, looks like I came in here very early in the morning because I don't hear the music. Yeah, that tends to happen every now and then. Okay, the potion shop is right over there. Now, I could have gone there a lot earlier, but there's something for me to get there right now, and if I want to go to that other potion shop, then I couldn't because there would be somebody blocking this pathway here. No, it's not that guy. It's somebody in the other potion shop, which is over here. That hole there, I'm not really sure what's down there, but whatever's in there, I'm not really going to check it out because I don't feel the need to do so. What gave it away? Come on, game. Seriously? Okay, looks like she's well acquainted with Andrew's brother, and I see that this old lady is petting a tiger cub, I assume, because, yeah, it kind of does look like a tiger cub. Not really sure if there's any breeds like that involving cats. Okay, now the old lady's going to give me something, and I believe it's supposed to be some sort of medicine. This potion will not work on a monster. Okay, I don't know what she meant by that, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know what's going on between her and that guy, but whatever works. There's no medicine that can cure a fool. Oh wow, great minds think alike. Okay, and now I'm going to make it back to the Lost Woods off screen. So join me next time for more action.